I have heard the phrase facilitated leadership. What does that mean? It's not a set answer, but it's a rolling answer that we self-discover as we go along. Facilitation is really about helping deal with existential questions, like who we are and what are our values and what is our, what is our purpose here, and that's part of what we're doing as facilitators, is helping people both individually and collectively work on those questions. That's when I come to this question of what is facilitated leadership. For me, it calls me to re-ask that question. Okay, what is it really? What are we really talking about? I think the ultimate challenge for the facilitators right now is to handle the unexpected, to handle the challenge that comes up if you are doing good facilitation. We have this. It has been an incredible time as far as developing lots and lots of tools over the last 20 years so that we can handle a whole range of very large groups, of very complex questions. And it's very easy to just become part of the tool and use it and march people through it. But oftentimes what will happen, particularly if you're doing the job well, is you get to the point where someone in the group will say, we're not talking about what we need to be talking about, or you're not hearing me, or I don't need this. And that's where you're called as a facilitator to be there, to hold the space, to allow that differentiation to take place without having it, spark, without having, allowing the person to leave, but using that as a way to really go much deeper, understanding of who we are and where we are and what is the issue that we're working on. The first reaction when I get in those situations, you take a deep breath, and hopefully you'll be able to hold it there. But then, the alternative is also dropping back onto the group, because they may have a better insight about what is actually going on there, and that's also a very important capacity. In some respects, by learning how to do facilitation in China before my Chinese ability was very strong, was actually a great opportunity, because I had to learn how to design processes without understanding what people were saying as they were going through these processes. Well, I suppose when you're not hearing everything, you have a certain tendency to trust a little bit more on the process, and you have to work on your authenticity, that you're creating the trust levels with the group. You can't create commitment. I don't think that you can create commitment in yourself. And this is a lot of, people come to me, can you create commitment for my teams? I don't think that, doing and telling people, give them a good phrase and, say we're all committed in this. I don't think you create commitment that way. I believe that people discover themselves to be in commitment. And that's the dilemma of the facilitator, is that you really can't do what we're supposed to be, what we're being called for by the people who hire us, that supposedly we're going to do this, we're going to help them, build plants, and we're going to help them be committed and help them. Well, actually, we don't do that. But we can create spaces and that sort which allow them to do it themselves. I think our request here is use this to stretch your own thinking about leadership. Hopefully we'll be able to capture some of that insight to deepen the understanding of what these ideas are and what our sense of this new sense of leadership is.